What's up, guys? I'm gonna be doing a recap of the trades I took last week for this video here. Starting off on the weekly. As mentioned in the previous video, we know the weekly sell zone here we seem to be respecting, coming down here most likely to the weekly buy zone into the deeper half of the weekly buy zone. We can already see here some type of reaction. I would have liked to see a tap of the shallow of closer half of this zone here, and then a pullback retracement like we're seeing now. But overall, I do think we're still gonna come to the deeper half of the weekly buy zone here. But currently, as I said in the last video, we had this weekly candle showing bearish pressure. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw continued sells, which we saw for a quick moment. But then we had buyers come in, which we're not surprised, because if this candle would have appeared here in the the weekly sell zone, which would have been at the highs, which would have been a better price for sellers to continue, then definitely would have liked sells more coming into the next week for this candle. But since this bearish candle printed already at a low, that just gives it less reason for it to continue with bears. We already made a low. We already broke structure here, showing bearish structure at the moment. So it does make sense that we have buyers come in, a retracement, pullback, so sellers can come in again and just sell down here, which then maybe we'll get the overall move down into the deeper half of this weekly buy zone. So like I said, coming into last week, with having this candle in mind, was looking for bears, but I already know we made a down move, so possible retracement could happen, which it did. Coming into the 4 hour, let me see here. So we had the beginning of the week over here. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, so the 7th. Had the beginning of the week over here, consolidation here. This candle definitely looked like continued sells, but I did not want to be a part of sells here as good as it looked, for the reason that I said again, that we already had a strong move down. For this to keep going down is just not usual or ordinary for the market to do. The market always moves in waves, so whenever we have a down move, we can expect some type of retracement, and whenever we have a strong bullish move, we can expect a type of retracement. So coming back here, we had this candle print, then we had this candle print. Sales were looking good, but it was still early in the week, Monday. So we keep in mind Mondays, Fridays, if we're looking for weekly swings, trades, to play out through the week. Monday, Friday is not the best days to enter. So interesting enough, after this candle here showing like we could very much likely go down, we had a bullish engulfing this candle, showing buyers coming in, preventing sellers from continuing this bearish pressure. So that was one sign of bulls. Then we have this candle here with a long wick down, breaking this structure here, grabbing some liquidity above this low here. And then we had another engulfing here with a strong bullish candle close. After that, then another bullish engulfing this candle here with a wick, lower wick, showing liquidity. On top of that, then another bullish candle engulfing here. So pretty much, I believe I entered on this candle here it was. So pretty much I was expecting some type of retracement bullish. Like I said, we already had a move down, so I was looking for buys. After seeing multiple candles like this, engulfing, long lower wick, showing liquidity grabbed, engulfing, that was enough signs for me to take a buy, assuming that we would have a breakout above this structure here and attack the liquidity above here, where a lot of people have their stop losses for sells. I was expecting to attack that liquidity. So I positioned myself inside this consolidation before we had the breakout here. Didn't really have the best risk to reward. I had part of the position with the stop loss below the zone, and then I had part of the another percentage part of the position with a stop loss above the structure here. So eventually the trade played out to above here where I expected a reaction since we had this empty zone here to attack, which the market loves empty areas to fill in. And then here we have previous structure here, so it made a lot of sense to that we would see a reaction exactly here. Most likely sell orders waiting to be triggered here, and like as we see here, that's what happened. Once price came here, we had a move down. So continuing with this trade, just coming down to the 15-minute here. So let me see if I can find. So the trade was entered somewhere around here. So like I said, on the 4-hour, we had multiple candles, multiple bullish engulfing candles showing strong signs of bullish presence. Like I said, had partial stop loss below here, partial stop loss below. I think it was this wick over here. So yeah, saw pretty much here low made. We saw a price break this structure over here, showing bullish signs. Retracement respecting over here structure, and then another break of structure here showing more bullish signs. And then I believe I entered around here. Structure was respected to the left, and then eventually we got that bullish move up into previous structure over here, where we took profit. I believe I took profit around here. So that's that for that trade. Then the second trade of the week. Was sells from here. I like this trade over here. Like I said, take profit for this trade was around here. Expected a reaction around here, which we got. Pretty much what made me get in this trade for sells over here. It was this candle right here, engulfing bearish candle at structure. We had this wick showing signs of multiple 4-hour candle lower wicks being broken. So this lower wick broken here, this lower wick broken here, this lower wick broken here. So that showed me signs of bearish pressure, bearish presence. Then we had this candle here. I entered on this candle here when it was kind of bullish, but kind of had this wick already here. It wasn't so full. I was expecting this candle to then churn and then, continue sells, at least down here, maybe continue down to the deeper half of the weekly sell zone here. But this candle at 5 to 9 a.m. ended up closing very bullish, but I still stayed in the trade, expecting bears to come in. On the 15-minute, the structure was still showing that bearish presence could come in, and it still looked likely for bears for the sells. So 5 to 9 a.m. candle, then the 9 a.m. candle starting at 9 a.m. Pretty much barely made a top wick before coming down here and making a new low, breaking these wicks over here as well. And honestly was looking for this 4-hour buy zone as the target for this trade here, for these sells here, but we did not get that. Once this candle did break this structure over here, I did move the oppositions of the trade to break even, which then we got the retracement here and got stopped out at break even on this trade here definitely what I could have done is taken some partial profit here on this trade, at least 50% or more. After we got this move down here with already a break of structure, that definitely would have been a time to secure at least some profits, especially after it was about 70 pips a profit, which 50 pips is usually what I'm trying to make my take profit one, TP1, depending the type of trade it is. If it's a higher probability trade, lower probability trade, depending my plan and rules. So yeah, that's the two trades that I took last week. Risk reward here, 2-1 on this one. This one was goal was to be a 1-4 risk to reward, but obviously as we see here, we got a broke even here. And yeah, that's the trades that I took last week, and I'm gonna be doing the weekly outlook video next. Thank you guys.